Do you have any vacation plans this summer? Maybe you're going to the beach or the mountains or Disney or the Florida Keys or New York City. Or perhaps you're doing a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Greece or Hawaii, the Cayman Islands or Turks and Caicos. You might be going on a cruise or flying or taking an RV, or maybe you're loading up the car and taking a cross-country trip to Wally World. Wherever it is that you're going, either you or someone going with you has been planning for months, getting reservations, buying tickets, booking excursions, organizing travel arrangements, and mapping out the course to get to the place where you need to go. After you've figured out where you're going and how you're going to get there, the next step is to decide what you're taking with you. Now, I know that some of you started making lists or even maybe packing your suitcase weeks if not months in advance of the trip. Anything and everything you plan to bring is written down so that when the time comes you'll know exactly what needs to be picked, purchased, and packed so you can be certain you've got whatever you may need. Then again, some of you, like me, figure it all out as you put it in the suitcase, praying that you're not forgetting anything, which you probably are. But not to worry, the planner and the family's got you covered. And that's just one of the reasons why the most important step in planning any vacation isn't figuring out what you're bringing or even determining where you're going to go. The most crucial part in preparing a trip is deciding who's going with you. Is it going to be a family trip? Just your spouse and kids? Can your kids bring friends with them? Or will it be with your extended family, parents, grandparents, siblings, nieces, nephews, in-laws, outlaws, and significant others? Could it be it's just going to be you and your spouse finally taking that trip you've been talking about forever? Maybe you've got traveling buddies going with you, another person, couple, or family that you actually enjoy being with for days at a time. Then again, maybe you're one of those people who would just assume go with no one at all. Regardless of who you choose to go with you, know this: that decision will play a huge part in how much you ultimately enjoy your vacation. Because let's be honest, while vacations are meant to be a time of rest and rejuvenation, the reality is that there's typically a little bit of stress involved as well. Whether it's fighting traffic or navigating your way through an airport or dealing with lost luggage or even figuring out where to eat, tensions can get a little high from time to time, especially if you're in an unfamiliar place with unusual people. Therefore, it's good to have traveling partners who can help lower that stress. So let me make a suggestion. Don't forget to bring Jesus with you. I realize this may sound a little silly, but I'm serious. Often when we go away from the normal day-to-day of our lives, we tend to leave behind a few things. We forget about the fact that no matter where we are, whether it's thousands of miles from home or next door, Jesus is with us. Just as the Almighty said to Joshua, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Over the past couple months, here at Pisgah, there's a basket out front filled with these little Jesuses and a sign that says, "Need a little Jesus? Take a little Jesus. Got a little Jesus? Share a little Jesus." The folks here have been going absolutely nuts over these things. We're having to order new ones almost every week. Anyway, I think these little figurines are a great way to remember that Jesus is with us wherever we go. When things get stressful, when you don't know where to go or how to get there, when nothing seems to be going right, when it's raining the whole time you're on your trip, or when the airport loses your luggage, just remember, Jesus is always with you. I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your word for Wednesday. May God bless you. Oh, and on a side note, we'd love to see where little Jesus goes this summer. Post them on the Pisgah page or LutheranLive.com or on social media, wherever you are.